What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a YouTube video on the best junglers for patch 10.7. We haven't actually done this in a very long time. We started making these little jungle tier lists on Twitter and stuff, and my Facebook and Instagram, catch it right here if you guys want to check it out. We haven't really done a direct video catered for YouTube. We've mostly done kind of like, yo, what's up? Look at my look at my gameplay footage, look at my progression in rank 1 ladder, etc. But I decided, hey, since we haven't done this in a while, let's try doing this, but in a different version where we can kind of talk about the picks. As you can see, S, A, B, C, D, F tier. And, there's not going to be gameplay of it. This is going to be straight from me, straight uncut footage. So if you guys want, play League, play TFT mobile, while listening to this video, I think that would be probably the best thing to do. So yeah, but of course we're going to bring up some things such as statistics. So if you guys want to watch the video, we'll bring up some statistics. So first off, let's get this video started. The first champion we're going to be talking about is Wukong. Wukong is a relatively strong champion right now. In this patch, he did get nerfed, as you can see if I look up patch 10.7. Wukong's nerfs were passive stone skin got nerfed, the armor, that doesn't matter, the health regen is still there, and also this is a late game nerf. Doesn't really matter for early game, and late game is whatever, he's still strong. He has a 1.5 second CC on the 2 ults, and he can ult twice, so like, 0.75 seconds on both. He does a lot of damage. He's relatively tanky, to be honest, and yeah, base damage, whatever. This is probably needed. What else am I supposed to say about it? His win rate top lane was 54%, in the jungle was 53%. Now people are learning how to play him, and guess what? It lowered by 0.5 in the jungle. Top lane, it definitely lowered, but as you can see here, in the jungle, he can duel Alysse, he can duel a lot of people. I don't think he can duel Olaf, but even if he duels Olaf or like faces a matchup like Olaf, I think it's getting a little loud, so let me just lower this a little bit. Even if he does face Olaf, he outscales Olaf. He doesn't have to interact with him in team fights. He does a lot more in team fights because he has his clone to, ninjutsu. He's got his ult to 5-man AoE knockup. Yeah, and he's got a gap closer, Z, which gives him attack speed, a lot. And yeah, he just scales. He's just really good right now. He's just, in my opinion, straight up broken. So if you guys want, just spam this champion. He is definitely good. In my opinion, I think you guys should go with Cinderhulk. And if you're a snowballing warrior, but if you guys need like a tank, you need to tank some damage, I would recommend Cinderhulk. And also, we're going to be using UGG as reference for a lot of things, because it does give really good stats. And I'm not sponsored by them. I was, but I wish they'd sponsor me again. All right, back to not my Twitter notifications, my tier list. Next one is Olaf. He's got really good clearing. He can duel anyone in the game, I think. Yeah. He's been kind of pretty powerful. He only just kind of falls off mid-game, late game, but he can power farm. He's like a Karthus. He can contest anyone in the river. Only thing that's bad is he gets kited, and he kind of needs to be in melee range to do stuff. But with that being said, he's definitely very oppressive, and if he gets ahead with his team and he snowballs them, the game is just GG. His stats are like whatever in the jungle, to be honest. Like, you go to tier list, jungle Olaf, but in higher elo, oh look, he's S tier. See, he's definitely S tier. I forgot to put Zach in this tier list, my bad. But yeah, he's definitely S tier, and if you're good at Olaf, play him. I'm gonna lower it a little bit higher. So yeah, this is my first time doing this. I apologize if anything looks kind of weird, but hopefully you guys enjoy it still. All right, so for Graves is, he got a buff a while ago with his Q being less cooldown, but now people are going phase rush Graves, and that is coming into play a little bit more. People used to go fleet, and you can see like the fleet footwork win rate is higher, but the phase rush is like most common. And I think phase rush is definitely better because Graves, he has a little problem of running people down, but if he can run people down and auto them, he's pretty good, and he can kite melee champions. So hey, that's also good. And you've seen those games where Graves kind of gets fed and you can't do anything. He's also really good into a lot of armor comps, or sorry, AD comps, because of his True Grit. So yeah, you can stack up to 200 and you just 1v9. And he's also very versatile in his builds. So you can go Ghostblade. You don't have to go Black Cleaver Warrior every game. You can go Ghostblade to Edge of Night into like Last Whisper and be a Q ult machine and kill all the squishies. If you're against a bunch of tanks, Black Cleaver is recommended, and then into Phantom Dancer. I don't know about Death Stance. I don't recommend it because it gives armor, but like it is pretty good if you want a 1v9. But I think Ghostblade or Black Cleaver is the way to go in my opinion. I think Death Stance is way overkill unless you're super fed. All right, next one. Let's talk about Alysse. So this is a champion I've been maining. Why is she good? Early game god. If you are starting on one side of the jungle and she's starting on the other one, and you guys like, let's say she starts blue, you start blue, and then you guys go on the opposite sides of the jungle, that one side is going to be done. You can dive him. You can tell your top laner, set up 3 waves so I can dive you, and yeah, it's just GG for the top laner, you know? This champion can also duel. I've been running Conqueror in some matchups, but yeah, like if you need a duel, just go Conqueror. If you need a assassinate swishies, go Electrocute, you know? This champion also scales better than Olaf, in my opinion, because she has CC 1.6 second. Also, her burst is really nice, so assassination is nice. And yeah, if she gets fed, you can dive. Pre-6, that's really good. That's really good. But yeah, I think she can spam gank and get herself ahead and just make the game FF. Like, if they want to nerf her, they need to nerf her damage, but then she's just going to be a really bad champion. And for the next one on the tier list, we're going to talk about Tyler. Now he's S tier right here for entertainment. He is definitely the most entertaining jungler I've ever seen before, because he says, jungle diff, something goes wrong, he doesn't get a crab, 2 crabs, he dies at crab, FF15. And that is why he is S tier, for entertainment. If I were actually to put him into a jungle tier, I mean, I guess he'd be... Honestly, he just gives up. I don't know a game where he's never given up and this says FF and breaks his team's mental. But, you know, he plays like Tarzan, but a little bit worse. It's like a Tarzan style, but that's okay. He's like, you know, he's okay. He's D1. See? Not that bad. But okay, whatever. It's not that bad. If he gets ahead, maybe he 1v9s. All right, next one. 8 tier list. So Shaco, I think this champion is broken. Tanks kind of counter it, I guess, because you can eat his boxes. If played perfectly, like, you know, chase Shaco, or I don't know, you play him AP, whatever. This champion is really annoying and oppressive. He just sets up boxes around neutrals and you can't contest it. So if he's ahead, he's really good at contesting neutrals because his boxes will annoy you. If you know his cheeses and all of that, like you've played against it so much that you're just done, then maybe he's not as good. In my opinion though, I feel like this champion has some hidden potential and I think a lot of junglers should pick him up. But also his playstyle is really weird and it's hard to pick him up. I played him, but I only do the simple stuff that an AP Shaco can do. I can't really do super high level cheesy stuff. Next one, Rek'Sai. I think she would be S tier, but I just don't have slots, and yeah, Tyler's here. So, but rather than that, it's kind of like Olaf. Olaf power farms early harder. Rek'Sai is like Alysse in a sense. Yeah, Rek'Sai is like Alysse, can dive, can like put so much pressure, just E, get level 3, go E in mid, flash on them, they're dead, bite, true damage, you know, etc. It's kind of like Alysse, but Alysse also counters Rek'Sai, so that's why Rek'Sai sucks. But it's like Alysse. What was I going to say? She does scale worse than Alysse. I think Alysse does scale better. She can buy Zhonya's, is more useful, can one-shot people later. Rek'Sai, her tunneling in, like most times you'll actually need the flash in team fights mid game to get on that one target, and once you have no flash, it just sucks. But her job is to get people ahead early and then just snowball. But mid game, late game, a little bit harder for her. And if she screws up once, well, she kind of gets a shutdown to that really fed Azir and GG. All right, Lee Sin. Lee Sin I think is really good too. Similar to Rek'Sai and Alysse. The good Lee Sin players make him like S tier, A tier, etc. But if you suck at Lee Sin, then don't play him. He's early game skirmisher. He can clear decently. He can do neutrals really good too. Yeah, all around good. But why isn't he S tier? Well, I don't like his scaling. That's why I like Alysse. Scaling really good. Olaf, I also think just controls early so much easier, but yeah, I mean, he kills everyone here, to be honest. He just gets a level lead, so it's annoying unless, like, if you're Olaf versus Alysse and you just power farm and then Alysse just spam ganks, if Alysse can't find those ganks, she just gets under leveled, so it sucks. But with that being said, yeah, Lee Sin's whatever. Ivern, I think is hidden OP right now. They buffed him, as you can see right here, they buffed him. The damage late game is better. The early game damage is okay, whatever. It's just the damage. And then Daisy cooldown goes lower. I think this guy might be hidden OP. I've heard he is. And there's some weird builds coming out. Like, I think not Summer Spellbook. I don't know what they've been running. Like Airy and Nimbus Cloak and stuff. But yeah, this champion might be coming into meta. I mean, this is really good. Her R. His R. That's nice. But I can't speak too much on it because I haven't played it that much. But I've seen it. It's kind of annoying. All right, and we know how annoying it can be if he's fed. So Karthus, power farm. Why isn't he S tier? His ganks or whatever. He can be S tier to be honest, but he just farms, and there's ways to deny him farm, like invading him, fighting him early. Like he can't really fight a lot of these champions early, to be honest. He needs to blow flash if he sees them. But he does scale really well. He farms really well. So if no one wants to interact with you in the first 10 minutes of the game, he will scale. And he has a global ulti to kill everyone. So if you're relying on global ult to kill people, that's alright, but it doesn't do much. But yeah, he's around 8 S tier to be honest. Also this in this order is not really too particular, but usually from 1 to 5 is usually kind of the order, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the ranking. I think Karthus might actually be here, but I was too lazy to put it there. All right, B tier. Let's go. Trundle. This champion's B only because it's like a counter pick. Otherwise, if you're facing into 5 squishies, don't pick it. It's D tier into 5 squishies. That's a simple explanation of him or her. Kindred. Kindred is coming out with this new build where you go. Okay, that's not it. Conqueror, or is it pressed attack? I don't know. Hail, I'm not going hail. Where you go revitalize and I guess bone plating or conditioning, but I guess bone plating might be the play. Build wise, I don't really know what the build would be. Like there's so much things here. And move. We're going man immune. Move. I do not recommend. Seems like a late game scaling thing. Let's try and focus more on the early game, but yeah. Black Cleaver, Blood Razor, Infinity Edge I heard is the way. With that being said, the revitalize thing, her buff with the ulti being more hit point, or sorry, giving more hit point. I don't know if it was this patch, but it probably was the last patch. With that being said, when she comes out of her ulti, she's going to be more healthy because of revitalize, and you're lower than 40% health. So you're going to be healing like 350. So that build with Kindred, she's going to win those 1v1s better. And the team fights, she can snowball with Triumph, and I mean, yeah, the the revitalized bone plating plus her W passive, giving her more healing. She's pretty good and can snowball. Although she has her weaknesses such as not knowing how to play her efficiently and kind of being a jungle as an AD carry. AKA, us junglers suck at AD carry. That's why I don't you know what I mean. If you can play her good, I recommend her. Shyvana, power farm. In low elos, she's really good. She scales so good, but they don't know how to play around that she doesn't have an ult, and you have to wait a bit. So she's useless without her ult. But if you let her farm, kind of like Karthus, she's so annoying. Actually, she's more annoying than Karthus at 6. I think she can do more because she can just pound people with her E. And people don't know because it's like a little cheese. But her problem is early game, of course. And if you fight her in the jungle and deny her some of her jungle, she's not that useful. Or she can be cut down early and not be useful later. That makes sense. Sejuani, Cinderhulk buff. I don't want to talk about her. I don't want to talk about her. She's just a tank that I hope never comes back in the meta. She's already B or C. Echo is good. I like Echo. He's fun. He's super fun. I really like him. I don't think he's god tier because he needs a kill to be good. Like he needs just one and then he can snowball the game. If nothing happens, 0-0, you just feel so useless. But this champion scales really hard. He snowballs really hard, yeah. And obviously the champion itself is annoying. If you know how to play Echo mid and you get autofill to jungle, you will kind of be a smurf. This champion is IMO really OP. Like late game's level 16, 34-second cooldown, ult. Sniper, like he can snipe people, squishies, and I mean, champion's really good. All right, enough about them. So next thing I want to talk about is set. This is something that's been going on. Why did I put him here? It's just only because of closer. He's been spamming set, and I saw what he did. Oh, he played. So what he does, I know he's inting, but the champion is really interesting. So let me see set. I'll just do one of these inting ones, but whatever. So what he does is he goes Phase Rush and Nimbus Cloak, Celerity, Water Walking. I don't know about the... Okay, actually that's fine. But he goes Hextech, Flash, Trap, Approaching Velocity. And I saw other people doing it. He's not only doing it, but essentially what happens is when he gets level 6, he Hextech flashes over a wall and ults people into their team, or into his team. And then phase, like, it's just so cheese. I don't know if it's OP, but so I put it C tier, but it was kind of annoying to see that my team was dying. His clears are also decent, Cinderhulk, etc. Just W waves and stuff, you know? But yeah, I think he might be super good, or I mean, he's flexed into 3 positions: top, support, and jungle, and even mid. But yeah, this champion is it could be really good in the jungle, but I have to see more of it. All right, so Rengar, this cheese pick. I think every Rengar sucks. I always see every Rengar sucks. There's only like 1 or 2 Rengars that are good. He's like Draven 69 because he can 1v9 and scrub noob. They 1v9. They're like the most broken champion in a bush, but everyone just sucks at him because they just think, ooh, it's time to fight int. And like this champion has no escapes, right? So if he can outplay the times where you're in a really sticky situation, then yeah, he's good. But if he just has no escapes, people screw up, the enemy jungler gets a kill on them with their mid laner. This sucks. But the champion going Conqueror can 1v1 anyone. Maybe not Olaf. If he has bushes, then maybe. I don't know. But if he has bushes, probably the best champion in the game. Yeah, Conqueror too, right? So super strong duelist, can pick off people. People are dumb in solo queue, ult, and GG. But the champion itself, unlike not those 2 players, it's kind of rough to watch. They just run it. I don't know. They think he can do anything, but they can't. All right, with that being said, Pantheon. This champion has been played in LCS a lot. And in solo queue, he's rising. He's C tier, but he's in LCS pants. Shouldn't he be A or S tier? No. Oh, that's mid. He's 51% win rate. Oh, what jungle? Oh. No, 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 no. 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 I understand. He can dive. He's like Alysse. Why don't you just pick Alysse, man? Why don't you just pick Alysse? He scales like poo. He doesn't have an escape. Alysse has E. I like that. I like Alysse's E. Both E's actually. But he doesn't have an escape, so if he's in a 60 situation dead, his clears are okay. I actually don't like them, but they're okay. And yeah, he's got tools to tower dive. His stun, click and point. His E is OP. His ulti is actually really nice for ganking. But getting to the level 6 is, I don't know, his clears are trash in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know why Elsius are picking him. I'd rather just have Alysse, to be honest. Or Rek'Sai. Honestly, Rek'Sai sounds better. But he can do the level 3 dive, you know. He's got his E. So yeah, he's alright. Next one is going to be Master Yi. Let's talk about Master Yi. Funnel. That's why I C tier. I always see him get funneled, and they're still doing it even though after the nerfs. But Master Yi is a funnel champion. I guess you could play it without funnel, but then he becomes Garbo tier. So there's no G tier, but he'd probably be G tier. Actually, I'm just kidding. He'd probably be like D or F without funnel. But funnel, honestly, funnel could be B or A. All those Chinese players climb with Master Yi Taric, and it makes sense. No one knows what to do against it. All you have to do is peel when they go in. That's all you got to do, but they can't do it. You got to like run back, kite, etc. And once they have no cooldowns, it's GG. Just don't give Master Yi one reset, get Zonias, etc. and then you win. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah. Or just contest them early, and then you win. Okay, next one is gonna be Kha'Zix. Okay, Kha'Zix. He is so bad right now. I forgot what happened. He used to be better last season. This patch, oh yeah, he can't get level 6 as fast, in my opinion. His gangster is so weak early, like it's just as slow off his passive, and he's got burst damage, but that's about it. Once he's 6, he can be a better jungler. He can go Q evolve. I actually like going W evolve because you get a 90% slow for 2 seconds if they're isolated. You know, like you're literally just stunning the enemy. So yeah, you're just stunning them with that 90% slow. But yeah, that's for ganking Kha'Zix. I actually hate R evolve, by the way, but that's just me. I'm a loser. Q evolve is also good if you want to farm, but I think ganking is way better than farming. So W evolve is OP. Then you go E or Q. All right, next up is gonna be Xin Zhao and Warwick. So Xin Zhao actually got buffed this patch, but I'm pretty sure his winner is like around 50. But the champion just like. It didn't matter. The buff was garbage. If you guys want to see the buff, it was like it's a late game buff. No one cares. Wait, it's actually a late game buff. Why would you buff? We wanted to spruce up our warrior of Demacia by upping his durability and endurance through difficult fights. Alright, that's the worst buff I've ever seen. This champ sucks. He just giga ints. He can't get his level 2 ganks off anymore. No one's dumb. They just ward over the wall now. You know, like he has to spam gank. Champ's useless when you go late game. So, I mean, he's not too useless late game. He actually has a shield to protect himself, but he's not a bruiser. He's squishy. He gets caught out. It's like Rengar, but at least Rengar has double W. Xin Zhao has to burn his ult. Yeah. Champions all in or grief. Next up is Warwick. Oh man, I used to thought this champion's OP, and then I played him for a bit, and I'm like, why do I keep inting? So the champion Warwick itself is kind of int. He's really good for low elo because he's super hard to screw up on. He's got autos, Q, you know, just run in, die. But playing it at a higher level, I mean, you know what he does, just dodges fear, dodges all, GG. And yeah, no one's gonna run into your cheese of dying. But the champion needs to be more overtuned for it to be played in higher level. Right now, he can do dragon and int, and people have to be melee range for him to get his Q off, and you can just kite him. It's bad. And last but not least, we have Fiddlesticks at F tier. You know, get it? F for Fiddlesticks. I mean, I remember playing on PB. I said he was OP for the content. He's actually really bad. He doesn't. I'll tell you why he's bad. He doesn't have his passive where he gets movement speed. You know, when he reveals wards, he still has to auto them. And okay, and the thing is, your wards are like ghost portals. Think of them. Your wards are like ghost portals, because when they're revealed by the enemy, they just disappear. So they're ghost portals. So yeah, they're kind of really bad wards in that sense, but they're nice. They're also nice sweepers. Really nice for them to sweep. I don't know how to use them efficiently except for just being annoying. His W is the most useless thing I've ever seen. When you are 1v1ing an opponent, you cannot drain them to death. You get out damaged and you die. You need to be draining multiple people for it to be efficient, and even then they just focus you and you have the zonias. So it's useless, and you'll never get that last tick of the missing health damage ever. Q is alright, fear people, and you get damage them more if they are already feared. But I heard it has a projectile on it for some reason. I don't know why. It should be instant, so people can just flash away instantly. And yeah, that sucks. His E is not an AoE silence anymore, and it doesn't do as much damage. It's a slow, and you can silence them, but you have to hit them in the middle. So that's a big nerf. I'd rather have that 7-man silence that bounces, that could potentially bounce to the same target for 2.5 seconds. But no, it's just a little doink, and they're dead. Or sorry, and they're silenced for a bit. And it's probably usually going to be one target. He's a bad champion. If they want to buff him, you're going to need like 5-10 buffs. 5 or 8 buffs. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, follow my socials, as you can see right here, if you guys want to see the tier list for yourself. And not just on YouTube, but yeah. So follow this, Luigi Dragon, Panther Dragon, and honestly, comment below if you guys want to see more content like this every patch. I am down for it, but this is my first test run on it. So yeah, we can try it again in the future. But I gotta see. Does it have potential? Do you guys like it? That being said, thank you for watching, and yeah, we might get back into the jungle tier list. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. I got a banana.